welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing okay. Welcome to a brand new video. I've decided to make this video on a bit of a whim, to be honest. I never usually start my videos like this. It is Saturday morning. I've been and done the weekly Aldi food shop, so I thought I would do a haul and show you everything that I got this week. I've set everything out in order of what ingredients go with what meals kind of thing. And then once this haul is done, I'm going to be doing like a bit of a demonstration, I suppose, showing you how I make the meals. I love watching videos like this. I get loads of inspiration from seeing what other people are cooking. I had a good idea of what I needed before I got to the shop, which always helps. And this food shop cost £99.69. Still in budget. I always aim for around £70 to £100 depending on what I need. So I hope you enjoy seeing what I got from Aldi this week. I hope it gives you a few ideas on what to make, and I hope watching me make them helps if you are wanting to make any of these things yourself. So the first things I picked up was this butternut squash and a nice feta cheese, I would call this, like the more expensive feta cheese that Aldi does. If I'm sprinkling feta on top, I will tend to go for like a better quality one. I'll go for the cheapy ones if I'm just making like a feta pasta or something and it really doesn't even matter. I'm going to be making the same thing again, which is a Harrisa bulgar wheat recipe. You sprinkle feta on top, it's got walnuts in it, it's got harissa paste. It is the most fresh, tasty thing ever. Tom loves this recipe and I will be making it later in the video, but I just needed those two ingredients for that because I've got everything else in, which is good. Speaking of feta pasta, like I said, I bought another block of feta cheese, but the cheaper version. I think they do one that's even cheaper than this actually, to make just the feta pasta that you shove in the oven. It literally takes no time at all, this recipe. It's like a family favourite. I also add honey and chorizo to this recipe. If you want to see that, then I can show you later on. So all I needed for this was some fresh basil. I got the cheapy baby plum tomatoes because they, like I said, just go in the oven and mush down into nothing, to be fair. I don't feel like you need really good quality tomatoes for this recipe. Some penne, and I got the feta cheese, like I said. The next thing I'm going to make is something that I've never made before, but something that I hear people talking about all the time, and it is marry me chicken. I'm going to do the slow cooker version from Board of Lunch on Instagram. So again, I will show you how I'm making that. I'm not sure what we're going to have it with yet, but I've just stuck the asparagus here because I think I'm probably going to do asparagus. If I don't, it'll be broccoli or something. This just looks like one of those midweek things that you can throw in the slow cooker and you're going to have something nice and healthy that the whole family can have. The only things I needed for this was some unsalted butter. I've been a bit lazy here and got the lazy garlic and a diced onion. I never buy onion like this, but I've run out of them and there's nothing else that I need onion for this week, so I thought, why not just get one? It was like 45p for this and I don't want to waste a pack of 3. Usually I would just buy fresh rather than diced, but as well, if I'm just going to be sticking it all in the slow cooker, I want it to be easy and made easy for me. I also picked up a kilo pack of chicken breasts. I got some double cream, because you need that for this, and some sun-dried tomatoes. The rest I think is dried herbs, but like I said, I'll show you how I make that later. Then we're going to have a roast, and I feel like this is why my shop came to nearly £100 this week, because this beef joint cost £10.50. And I have got some bits in that I could make a curry with in the week, so any leftover beef I will dice up and put in a curry, I think. So yeah, midweek roast is maybe on the cards, but I'm not going to show me making that because I've done roast dinners loads on my channel before and I feel like we all know how to make a roast dinner. A big bag of carrots so that we can use these for snacking in the week, as well as some hummus, some parsnips, the beef joint like I said, and a broccoli. Okay, the next meal that I'm making is a hot smoked salmon potato salad. This is so good, I've made it on my channel before. You boil eggs and put them on top, you sprinkle parsley on top, and you just use these ready smoked salmon fillets from Aldi. This is quite expensive, it's like £4 a pack, but it's one of those things that I haven't had for a good while because it's obviously been winter. But last summer I made this recipe so much. This week all I needed to get for it, and you'll probably have some of the stuff in that you need, the hot smoked salmon fillets, some fresh flat leaf parsley and some eggs. Again, same as my last Aldi haul really. I feel like I'm going to be buying this for quite some time now, these like key ingredients, because I'm loving making like tuna rice bowls at the moment with avocado and cucumber. They're just so good. I love buying this rice, I said that in the last vlog as well. It's 99p a pack. It's almost like the Thai sticky rice this. It's just the perfect consistency, I think, for a rice bowl. Of course, you could make it cheaper and just buy a big pack of rice and make it from fresh, but I just find this so handy for like a quick dinner. Pop a tin of tuna in a bowl with some rice, chop up an avocado and some cucumber, add a few bits and bobs. If you are interested and this sounds like something you would like, have a look at my last what I eat in a day video, because I made it in that video. I picked up 2 tins of the tuna steaks, the ready drained ones, in brine. I got 2 packs of the rice, and I picked up 4 avocados. I probably only had this like once or twice this week, and the avocados, the leftover avocados will go with like eggs and toast and things like that, and Pops really likes avocado as well. So I'm getting pretty much 4 avocados every week at the moment. Sorry for the shadow of the wire here. I've got my camera on charge because battery is dead, and like I said, I'm filming this on a bit of a whim. But another lunch or dinner idea is a hummus plate. You might have heard of them. I came across it through Life Through M's Eyes on Instagram, and she's obsessed with making this hummus plate at the moment. So basic, but actually very, very good. I tried it last week. You spread hummus, and there's like a specific hummus that she uses, but I'm just getting the reduced fat one. So it's probably not as good with this. It's probably better with the one that she uses. But you spread hummus on a plate. You chop up cucumber, tomatoes, I think she uses, feta cheese. So I'm going to use some of that nice one that I've got over there, you know, for that recipe, because I won't need it all for the butternut squash. You put feta cheese on, pomegranate seeds. You just scoop everything you've put on the plate onto these. I'll put a picture of what it looks like when it's done. But yeah, just an idea if you fancy something like that and it sounds like something you'd like. The next things I got were a rocket and baby leaf salad, and then some extra rocket as well. I'm going to be making wraps this week with halloumi, and the halloumi is here. I meant to pick up the light one because Aldi do a light version of halloumi, but forgot, never mind. This I am so excited about. My hairdresser has told me about these little treats that you can make that taste exactly like Snickers, but they're a lot healthier. She spent a good 10 minutes talking about these treats, and I haven't stopped thinking about them since she mentioned them, so I was absolutely chuffed that I could get everything I need to make them from Aldi. This isn't for this vlog though. I'm going to make this in a day in the life that's coming up soon, so make sure you're subscribed if it sounds like something that you want to see me make. I picked up this peanut butter. I got the crunchy one. You probably should use smooth, but I do like crunchy peanut butter, and this has got no palm oil in it, so that's the reason why I picked it up. I got 2 bars of the dark cooking chocolate because you have to melt it. I also got some pitted dates, which just makes it easier because if they've got the stone, you've got to take the stone out. I didn't even know you could get dates from Aldi. And some pistachios for sprinkling on top, so I'm so excited to make them. So I've talked through all the meals, and like I said, I'll be showing you me making them later on in this video, but some random bits and bobs that I had to pick up for just things that we'd run out of basically. I just got a small toasty loaf for making toast for Pops. I got some mozzarella because we'd run out of it, some passata. I feel like you always need a carton of this in your cupboard. Some of Popsy's yoghurt. She has pretty much one of these every night after a tea. Got 7 slices of the British peppered ham. I just thought that would do for sandwiches in the week if Tom's working from home. Got some beef mince. No idea what I'm going to make with this week. But as most of my meals are sorted, if I don't end up using that, it's got a good date on it. I made sure of that. And I'll just pop it in the freezer if I don't end up using it. Some of this knockoff Lurpak. I feel like it's the same. People are really funny, aren't they, about not wanting to switch, but it's just so much cheaper than Lurpak. I can't justify buying Lurpak when that's on the shelf. Popsy's milk. I pick her up one of these big whole milks every single week. These, which are a dupe of mini cheddars, but she loves these, and I'll take them out usually on a walk, or if we're going to the park or something and I need to take a snack somewhere, I'll take something like this. Took some brown sauce just because we'd run out of it, and they don't ever have this in Aldi, so I just picked it up while it was there. Fruit for the week. We've already got quite a lot of fruit in, to be fair, so I just got some of these grapes. The grapes in Aldi at the minute are so good. Watermelon fans, because they didn't have a whole watermelon. And then I just got a few more bananas than usual because I'm going to be trying out some smoothie recipes this week too. But I didn't need any sprays. I've got sprays pretty much falling out of the cupboard, but I couldn't not pick this up because I smelt the softener version of this. I wanted to give that a whirl, see what it was like. My mum bought the softener, but I'm just on fairy at the moment, so picked up some nappies for Pops, toilet roll, toothpaste, 2 packs of baby wipes, and I bought myself some £4.49 tulips. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the Marry Me slow cooker chicken. You can skip this step with the frying pan. You can literally just put everything in the slow cooker, but I had a bit of time, so I did the full method. So you take a frying pan, heat a knob of butter, coat your chicken breasts in flour and paprika, and then just pan fry those for 1 to 2 minutes. I turned them over halfway through. Then once they've been frying for a couple of minutes, you pop them into your slow cooker with 1 full diced onion. Then you want to put in your herbs, so 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon of oregano. I used this garlic puree from Aldi. I just used 2 cloves worth, 1 to 2 tablespoons of tomato puree, 100 grams of tomatoes, sun-dried tomatoes. I just chopped mine up because my little girl was having these, and 200 ml of stock. Gave it a mix and then got out my old battered slow cooker. Let's start a petition for me to get a new slow cooker, please, for my birthday, off Tom. Hopefully he buys me one. Once that has been slow cooking for either 4 hours on high or 8 hours on low, it will look something like this once you've added 200 ml of cream and some basil. Once it's all mixed, it will look like this, and you can serve it with whatever you want to. I've seen people do it with pasta. We just did it with rice and some very overdone asparagus. Honestly, I thought this recipe was average. I wouldn't be rushing to make it again, to be honest. Tom actually called it divorce me chicken, not marry me chicken, so that's great. But my little girl absolutely loved it. I served hers with a little mini jacket potato and some peas because she loves peas and I knew she would eat those. But yeah, I won't be rushing to make this again. I will make it because my little girl likes it so much. But yeah, it's not something I'm really excited to make again, if that makes sense. The next recipe is a tabbouleh. This is an old HelloFresh recipe card that I just copy now and use all the time. I love this recipe. You need a few other ingredients than just the butternut squash and the feta that I showed at the beginning of the haul, but I will leave a list of everything you need. But you take your butternut squash and you half it lengthways, then scoop out all the inner bits, get it nice and clean. I leave the skin on. I just took the skin off the bits that my little girl was going to be eating because I didn't know how chewy they would be. You cut them into 1 centimetre slices and then spray it with firelight, or you can use oil, and then just put a bit of salt and pepper on and roasted these in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes on 200. You then get a saucepan, add some firelight to your saucepan or oil, then get some garlic. I usually use grated fresh garlic, but I used garlic puree here, nearly burnt the house down. It works fine, to be fair, and then I added 120 grams of bulgur wheat to the saucepan, gave it a good mix and coated it in all that garlic, then added 200 ml of stock, brought that to the boil, let it simmer for a minute, then stuck a lid on and took it off the heat for 12 to 15 minutes. So you just leave it off the heat, like cooking in its own steam basically. And once it's done, it should fluff up with a fork like this. It should be like couscous consistency. You then add that to a bowl. Then zest half a lemon, pop that in, give it a good squeeze of lemon as well into the bowl, then add your plum tomatoes that you've chopped up, then some harissa paste. There's 50 grams here. I used about half, some fresh mint, and then just leave a tiny bit over for garnishing at the end. Then some feta cheese, sprinkle that in. Like I said, everything, the quantities that you need will all be in the description box. Give it all a good mix and then it'll turn a really nice colour. All I was thinking about when I was making this was how nice this would be for a summer barbecue and how excited I was going to be for summer, because I just feel like this is the perfect thing to put with like chicken skewers or something like that. Once the butternut squash is fully cooked, you take that out, pop that into a bowl, and then you can start to coat it in the rest of the harissa paste. Harissa paste is quite spicy, so we're going to be adding yoghurt to this recipe at the end, but wow, this was smelling amazing when I was making it. Then it was just time to serve it, so just get a good few spoonfuls of your bulgur wheat mixture. How good does that look? Your butternut squash on top, sprinkle some more feta cheese on the top, a bit more mint, just to make it look pretty. I then took some fat-free Greek yoghurt and just popped a big dollop of this on. Ruined my presentation there, never mind. A bit more mint, some walnuts crushed up. Use about 20 grams of walnuts between like 2 portions, I would say. So 10 grams of walnuts going on there. and that is what it looked like at the end. So a really nice vegetarian, healthy, different recipe, I would say. This is so good. You could add chicken to this, I think it would be amazing. I often make my little girl whatever we're having and then just tweak it slightly to add a couple of things that I know she will definitely eat. So she had some of the bulgur wheat mixture. I didn't put any of the harissa paste on her butternut squash. I did some plain pasta, some watermelon and some cucumber, and she absolutely loved it. So rather than doing a voiceover for this one, I thought I would just talk you through it in real time because it is like so unbelievably easy to make. This is the feta pasta. You want your full block of feta cheese going in an oven-proof dish. You then take your full bag of baby plum tomatoes, throw them all in. Doesn't matter if everything ends up on top of each other either, because we're going to cover this in foil anyway, but you can use a bigger dish if you want everything to be a bit more spread out. And then add in chorizo to this as well. You don't have to, but I just think it is really nice with chorizo. You can kind of wing this bit and put on whatever you want herb-wise. I'm just using a bit of this Italian seasoning, so it's got a bit of everything in this. I've got some fresh basil to top it off with at the end. This is just mild chorizo that I've put in as well, because my little girl's going to be having this. But you could use a spicy one and make it a bit spicier. You could add a few chili flakes, you could add some paprika or something. I'm just literally going to throw on some herbs like that. It's probably about a heaped teaspoon's worth going on. You can use your spray oil. I'm just going to use a bit of olive oil and drizzle this on top. And next, a squeeze of honey. Like that. The feta's salty and the chorizo's salty. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of pink salt. I've got a bit of pepper mixed in with that as well. And that literally now gets covered in foil and thrown in the oven for about an hour on 180, I would say, but you could cook it lower and for longer if you wanted to. That is basically your sauce made, and then 10 minutes before you're ready to serve it, you just pop some pasta on to boil. I'll use penne for this, but you could use spaghetti, tagliatelle, whatever it is that you wanted to make, and then literally mix it all together, and then there you are, you've got a midweek easy tea. Once it's been in the oven for an hour, it should look something like this. So you can just add your pasta to it with a little bit of the pasta water, and that will just make the nicest meal. But today I did something a little bit different. I put it back in the oven and switched the oven off, so it just spent ages cooking in the oven, and the chorizo sort of went charred and it went sweet with the honey. Oh my god, this was so good. I put some basil on top. Tom actually gave this a 10 out of 10, so an improvement on the Divorce Me chicken, I would say. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing everything I bought this week and some of the things that I made. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I'd love to make more videos. I really enjoyed doing this one. It's definitely something a little bit different for me, but a lot more cooking to come on my channel, I think. Make sure you're subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you soon.